Good evening, Zimbabwe. This is Change Radio News. Today is Monday, 26 May 2025. The news read by Divine Nambira. Here are the news headlines. President Chamisa calls the youths for the transformation of Africa. Mnangagwa signs the controversial Broadcasting Amendment Act. Outrage as Tagwirei praises Zvigananda. And now for the news in detail. President Nelson Chamisa has called the continent's young people to lead a revolution of thought and ideas in transforming Africa. In his Africa Day speech yesterday, he said that Africa is rich in natural resources, but poor governance is holding it back. He urged Africans to rebuild broken institutions, restore dignity, and prioritize big ideas over big men. He concluded by saying, "The young must govern, and the moment is now. Let's remake Africa." Meanwhile, other African leaders, including Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema, also shared their Africa Day messages. President Hichilema said that Africa must live in peace to achieve economic development. He encouraged the people of Africa to use Africa Day for unity, self-determination, and economic independence, saying together, we can build a prosperous and peaceful Africa. Emmerson Mnangagwa has signed the controversial Broadcasting Amendment Act into law, a law that requires motorists to purchase a radio license before they can renew their vehicle licenses. This move will see the cash-strapped Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation ZBC generating millions of dollars annually. The new law, published in General Notice 1034 of 2025 in the latest Government Gazette, dated 23 May 25, states, motorists must now present a valid ZBC radio license or exemption certificate when applying for vehicle registration, insurance, or license renewal. The amendment has drawn sharp criticism from motorists and opposition groups who accuse ZBC of serving as a propaganda mouthpiece for ZANU-PF. Critics say the new law unfairly penalizes ordinary citizens. ZBC has previously launched aggressive enforcement campaigns demanding license fees even from car owners whose radios are either non-functional or incompatible with local broadcasting standards. The broadcaster has long relied on license fees and state bailouts amid its failure to commercialize its monopoly. ZBC's bias in favor of ZANU-PF has been consistently cited by international observer missions monitoring Zimbabwe's elections, fueling calls for reform. Many Zimbabweans are expressing outrage over ZANU-PF member and ZANU-PF chief financier Kudakwashe Tagwirei's recent actions, where he showcased ZANU-PF members referred to as Zvigananda at Masvingo Polytechnic College on 24th May 2025. These individuals are implicated in corrupt practices that have significantly harmed Zimbabwe's economy. During a ZANU-PF meeting, Tagwirei discussed a plan for land purchases designated for war veterans, youth, and civil servants, framing it as a beneficial initiative. However, many viewed this as yet another scheme by ZANU-PF to siphon money from the citizens under the guise of development. The public's frustration highlights a broader discontent with government corruption and mismanagement. Zimbabweans are urging police to arrest these Zvigananda. Masvingo Proportional Representatives Member of Parliament Tendeukai Matara donated sanitary ware during Shine's friendly match against Bondolfi Teachers College FC on 24 May 25 at Mucheke B Grounds, Masvingo Urban. Shine coach Takayende Samavesere praised Matara for supporting the girl child, highlighting her role as a concerned mother. He expressed gratitude for the donation, emphasizing its importance for girls' confidence. Honorable Matara stated that the sanitary ware aims to help girls feel comfortable during sports activities, especially those from less privileged backgrounds. The municipality of Kariba conducted its 2025 first quarter budget review meetings in wards as part of its commitment to good corporate governance. The meetings focused on reviewing budget performance and discussing way forward with residents. Change Radio's Kokelani Khame spoke to some of the councillors. Let's hear more from Kariba's Ward 3 councillor, Robertson Tavunya.
Afternoon, Mr. Khame. This is Councillor Robertson Tavunya, Ward 3. As I speak, we had a very good time with residents when we were giving our first quarter budget review, of which in the first quarter we managed to repair the main hospital water tank, which was broken for a long time and it was not working, but it is now functional. The hospital is now having good water service, and we are also working on a new road which comes from Chitungwiza Nyamunga Highway going down to the Goz shops, which had a lot of potholes, but currently all the materials, all the necessary resources are in place, and we will be enrolling the process. Anytime people will start seeing the machines and stuff being used to work on the road to make it smooth and usable. And we are also on enrolling new water meters to all those who had some fixed water charges on their premises, so that council will not lose water through this system, of which will be happy as a council and as a city. And also we had a very good start on the issue of collection of bins. Refuse collection is being done, and all the other small and major roads which need some grading and stuff will start enrolling anytime soon, as we are also in possession of the materials to kickstart this. So I will only keep on encouraging residents to keep paying their rates, to keep engaging council whenever they've got challenges with water, challenges with sewage, challenges with anything to do with service delivery. We are there to stand and help the city to grow as a town. I thank you.
The Mashonaland West Youth Task Force held a memorial service for the late Provincial Councillor Lakson Kamupupwe yesterday. The event was marked by an outpouring of support and solidarity from various wings of citizens. Change Radio's Kokelani Khame spoke with Prestige Karoro, a member of the Mashonaland West Citizens Youth Task Force, who shared her thoughts on the memorial service. Another Mash West citizen, Mr. Charles Kutiwa, said he failed to attend since he was traveling, but was grateful to all those who attended the memorial service. Let's hear him speak.
Zita langu ndinoitwa Charles Kutiwa from Zimba East. Tinoda kutenda veruzhinji vakauya kunyaradzo ya late champion wedu. Kuridziro yandinopa especially kunyanya kune vechidiki, ngatibatanei. Divided we fall, united we stand. Tikaramba takabatana, tinobata chinangwa chedu chatiri kuda kuti tive negutsa ruzhinji mukati menyika ino mazvita.
Earlier today, Budiriro South constituency hosted a groundbreaking ceremony for a world-class sports facility at Chimbumu grounds. The event featured live music performances and dances from various artists. Change Radio's Kokelani Khame spoke to Honorable Darlington Chigumbu, the area's Member of Parliament, during the ceremony. Here's what he had to say.
My name is Chigumbu Darlington, a Member of Parliament for Budiriro South constituency. Today we are gathered here in Budiriro South constituency, Chimbumu grounds. What we are doing is we are having our groundbreaking ceremony where we want to launch or develop a world-class sporting facility. We have gathered with many teams that have come to play and many artists that have come to perform for the crowds, and I'm happy that the entire community is here today, and I'm happy with what I'm seeing here. The support that is coming from the community is commendable, and I'm happy that we are doing this as a team, and we are going to achieve what we set out to do as a community. We want to do this facility because it is going to help us deal with the drug and substance abuse that has become rampant among many young people in our community, and you also want to make sure that we identify talent. We've got many talented kids in sports, but they don't have facilities to showcase the talent that they have. And because of that, we have got this drive to make sure that we develop this place into a world-class sporting facility. The other thing that I'm also happy about is that as a community, we have got this thing this year which is called Winning Together. The way people have turned out for this event is so encouraging. It's showing that as a community we are ready to win together. So yeah, I'm hopeful that next year by this time, if you visit Chimbumu grounds, it will be a totally different place altogether.
In economic news, the Permanent Secretary to the Finance Ministry, George Guvamatanga, told Parliament on Friday that government would name and shame defaulter suppliers of goods and services engaged by the state. A citizen who preferred to remain anonymous has pointed out the irony of it all, saying, "Government itself is the first biggest and prominent defaulter on all things. Government has defaulted on fair elections and legitimacy. Government have defaulted on economy and upkeep of infrastructure. Government have defaulted on freedom and liberation. Government have defaulted on truth and justice. Government have defaulted on good governance. Government has defaulted on integrity. Government has defaulted on paying its debt, and therefore government is the one to get the boot." Zimbabwe immigration at Beitbridge has gone online for visa application. This means instead of filling in the immigration form 1, which is the white paper foreign travelers fill in on entry, one now has to fill in their information on a computer tablet at the arrival hall, or they can do so on their smartphones using free immigration Wi-Fi. And in news from local communities, the law prohibits vehicles without registration from moving on the roads. However, David Masomere, a ZANU-PF DJ and teacher at Ndarama High School in Masvingo Urban, along with Masvingo Residence Minister Ezra Chedzamira, have been driving their vehicles without registration plates for nearly 2 years. ZANU-PF presidential spokesperson George Charamba has emphasized that all vehicles must display plates, citing concerns over their potential use in criminal activities. Masomere has been using a Toyota Hilux, which he received from the corrupt Wicknell Chivayo, without plates since September 2023. Legal experts have noted that only mayoral vehicles on civic duty are allowed to operate without plates, highlighting a double standard. Analysts criticize the situation as indicative of poor leadership and corruption within the government. In entertainment news, Kundai Benura made history by recently being crowned Miss Africa 2025, becoming the first Zimbabwean to ever win the prestigious title. From Warren Park to the world stage in Calabar, Nigeria, Kundai's journey was one of resilience, purpose, and bold leadership. After entering the pageant 4 times, she finally brought the crown home. This time, she did it with a powerful mission: climate action for Africa. Through her initiative, Kijani Conversations, and her vision for a continent-wide reforestation project, she proved she isn't just a beauty queen, but a queen of change. Her parting shot that won it all was, "We are stronger when we fight together as one continent, one voice." In international news, at least 7 Sudanese migrants were found dead on Friday after their vehicle broke down and left them stranded for days deep in the Libyan desert, according to an ambulance service official. The car was carrying 34 Sudanese when it broke down after crossing Libya's border from Chad and onto a deserted path often used by smugglers. Ibrahim Belhassan, director of the Kufra Ambulance and Emergency Services, told the Associated Press. They were discovered in the sand dunes after 11 days, having run out of food and water. The survivors were almost about to die. They are severely dehydrated and exhibiting signs of distress and trauma with such circumstances, and given that they are seeing those around them dying, and they don't know if they will die next, he said. The 22 rescued, including 5 children, were transferred to Kufra in southeastern Libya for further medical check-ups. And finally, in sports news, the Zimbabwe Football Association ZIFA is calling all aspiring coaches to a CAF-C diploma course which will start on 10 June 2025 at the ZIFA village in Mount Hampden. Those who wish to take their coaching game to the next level should take the chance to gain more knowledge on the game and top-tier certification and sharpen their skills by being the best in the business. Munashe Garanganga has made it with FC Copenhagen. The Zimbabwean defender has etched his name in the annals of the Danish football history by winning the 2024-25 Denmark Premier League title with FC Copenhagen. This triumph marks a significant milestone in Garanganga's booming career and a proud moment for Zimbabwean football. Xabi Alonso has been appointed Real Madrid manager, the La Liga club said on Sunday. The Spaniard returns to the Santiago Bernabeu, where he spent 6 seasons as a player and won several matches. He was recently with Bayern Leverkusen, where he won the German league title in his first season. And now, to conclude the news bulletin, here are the headlines once again. President Chamisa calls the youth for the transformation of Africa. Mnangagwa signs the controversial Broadcasting Amendment Act. Outrage as Tagwirei praises Zvigananda. And that concludes our bulletin for today. We thank you for listening. From myself, Divine Nambira, and the entire team at Change Radio, we wish you a pleasant night.